In the early months of 2021, the conflict was deeply rooted in the Israeli state's policies and practices that prioritize Jewish rights and privileges over those of Palestinians. A prime example of this was the events in the East Jerusalem neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah, where Israel applied its domestic laws to Palestinian territory. This move was seen as part of a larger strategy of territorial Judaization, aiming to control as much land as possible with a minimal Arab presence. As the year progressed, the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas showed little interest in governing Gaza. This lack of interest, coupled with the cancellation of elections, led to a legitimacy crisis for both Abbas and Hamas. In a surprising turn of events, Hamas seized this opportunity to demonstrate its national credentials. Meanwhile, in the United States, a mosque in Brooklyn, New York, was vandalized with anti-Palestinian graffiti on the holiest day in the Muslim faith. This incident, which occurred amidst increased tension and violence between Israelis and Palestinians, was seen as a consequence of the dehumanization of Palestinians and Muslims in public discourse. In mid-May, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken engaged in discussions with foreign ministers from Qatar, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. The focus was on restoring calm and stopping attacks on civilians. However, truce efforts by these nations and the United Nations showed no progress. In conclusion, the current state of the Israel-Palestine conflict is a complex web of power struggles, political maneuvers, and deeply rooted cultural and religious differences. The key points to remember are the territorial Judaization strategy of Israel, the legitimacy crisis faced by Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas and Hamas, and the international community's struggle to restore peace. While the conflict between Israel and Palestine is inherently conflict-ridden due to the imbalance of power, the hope for a peaceful resolution should not be abandoned. The international community's intervention is crucial, but a fundamental change in the balance of power is needed to end the cycle of conflict and escalation. The question remains, can we, as a global community, facilitate this change and foster peaceful coexistence?